Welcome to Vision ProNotes, a new supplement to our weekly Vision Profiles podcast. So throughout the week, we're going to be dropping one or two bits of news that has come up and will come out this week that we'll spend more time on with the upcoming Vision Profiles episode. Vision Profiles records on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can tune into the YouTube stream at youtube.com/@visionprofiles. Again, Monday nights at 9 p.m. and watch the live show, or you can catch the video later on YouTube or the audio on any other podcatcher because we put them as podcasts too. So ProNotes you can expect Monday mornings, the morning of the show, Wednesday morning, and then also Friday morning. And again, news articles that have come out, we don't want to stretch them out and wait for the rest of the week to mention them to you. But we will talk about these with a little bit more extensiveness on the Monday night show. So tonight's Vision ProNote came out today, and I think it's going to be the chat of the podcast for this week, particularly those that are related to Vision Pro or AR and VR. You're starting to see articles spring up that are using some of the information predicted in this article. And the article was basically Ming Chi Quo predicts an Apple headset lineup for the next 4 or 5 years. These are when different types of headsets will be coming out. This came from his blog, and he also posted on it on social media. Around 3 o'clock this afternoon, I'm recording this Sunday night at around 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're already seeing articles spring up that are copying into other media and sites related to AR and VR and talking about the predictions. So Ming Chi Quo says Apple's working on 7 head-mounted products, and the roadmap starts in 2025. This is a 9 to 5 article, and it summarizes the information pretty clearly. Now, again, these are all predictions. Ming Chi Quo, looks at supply chains and, the kinds of parts that go into these devices and what has been ordered, what, do certain companies have in terms of production of it. And from there comes upward predictions in terms of what products will be coming out. According to him, the company has at least 7 head-worn devices in development across 2 product families, the product family being Vision Pro as we know it, and then the glasses or the Vision Pro Air, I guess, is considered part of the Vision Pro product line. So following some of the major trends, Apple is going to get involved in the particular glasses and light glasses kind of things. In the article, and we'll have, of course, a link to this article so you can take a look at it, maybe after listening to the podcast or while you're watching the video cast of Vision ProNotes. In the article, he has a chart that depicts Vision Pro, the headset that we're used to. We will see a M5 version, that's a Mac chip, an M5 processor version coming up in the third quarter of 2025. If we look at the rest of the timeline, we won't see a refreshed or second gen headset until the second quarter of 2028. That's when we'll see a second gen of Vision Pro. Vision Air, which is the XR headset type, like Vision Pro, we won't see until the third quarter of 2027. So again, the chart will give you an idea of what's coming out sort of when along the timeline. Ray-Ban-like smart glasses from Apple, we probably won't see until the second quarter of 2027. Display accessories like of the smart glass type, these are a couple of the products that he's predicting, but there's not any particular time frame for these. So display accessory glasses are those kinds of things that can plug into devices, whether it be an iPhone or whether it be an iMac and be able to be tethered in that way. And we're not going to see any of those. There's to be determined is what he has on the graph with that. And then looking at XR glasses, these are smart glasses type. You'll see a release in the second quarter of 2028. And also there might be something along the smart glasses type to be determined after that. So the article goes into each one of those, the M5 Vision Pro, the Apple Vision Air, the second gen Vision Pro. Those are all within that one track. And then possibly first gen Apple glasses no earlier than 2027. And then smart glasses, two other smart glasses are under on the way, but really can't give any expectations or more expectations about it. Quo also notes that Apple is developing a second display-equipped model, though the details of the features and launch times remain unclear. Display accessories, Quo said, will work on cable-bound accessories for the Mac and even the iPhone, has been paused because of the weight of the challenges. That's why you get a to be determined on that. And there's an interesting link in the article that this product, the display accessory products that are to be determined, are going to use birdbath optics. And if you go to the link that's in the article, you can take a look at what that birdbath optic looks like. And, they don't attach it into necessarily a camera view for you to be able to see it, but you can see what kinds of things will be projected into each one of the lenses. And again, this mass production is not going to be until second quarter of 2026. So all of this, if it's true, is a way that Apple's playing the long game with this and making decisions around these choices with putting these products out. So, good news is, unless you're looking for an M5 Vision Pro headset, and I'm not saying I'm not, but if you don't jump in at the M5 level, you don't have to spend some money for a while, because it looks like the other products or potential products in this product line we won't see until 2026, 2027, according to Ming Chi Quo's projections. A real interesting article. Again, I think other people are going to be picking up on this. We will definitely be talking about it on the show and getting some reflections and some ideas from the group on vision profiles. So again, links are in the show notes for the video of this and also for the audio of this if you want to go to take a look at this 9 to 5 Mac article. Thanks for listening, and thanks for tuning in for this part. I want to remind you about MacStock coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm getting ready to go there to do a presentation on Apple Intelligence and also a presentation with my son on our podcast, Gear Up and Go, about travel tech. If you want $50 off for the ticket to go to MacStock, you can just put in the code podtalk.50 or podtalk50. That's podtalk50. And just check out the website, see what kind of cool things are going to be happening there, whether you can make it or not. You'll have remorse that you can't, and you'll look for it the next year. MacStock Conference and Expo.com is the email for that, or the website for that. Thanks for tuning in. Our music is from Beat Mekanik, Touch of Funk from the Free Music Archive, and part of the Creative Commons. Hey, we'd like to hear from you. So if you're listening to this show, ProNotes, or if you're listening to the Monday night full show, where we have a panel of people talking about it, you can give us an email at thepodtalknetwork@gmail.com. Maybe you want to join an episode. Maybe you have some ideas for us. We'd love to hear from you. Learn about us and the Vision Profiles podcast at our website, thepodtalk.net. Spread the word to other visionaries. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.